I would really like to start talking about some positive topics for a change. Mecole Hardman goes on Ryan Clark's podcast and rips into the New York Jets, explaining everything that went down in New York.
Jets, Jets!
All right, let's hop into this. The New York Jets and Mecole Hardman back in the news again. Mecole Hardman went on Ryan Clark's podcast, The Pivot, and laid into the New York Jets. Just absolutely aired out everything that went down in New York, all his problems and issues that he had with the New York Jets, as well as just some shots that he took at us. Now, I thought we were going to be done talking about Mecole Hardman when we traded him back to the Kansas City Chiefs, but not only does he make it to the playoffs, he gets to the Super Bowl and he catches a game-winning Super Bowl at the end of the game there. So it's just like super frustrating from a Jets fan's perspective to see like a guy we did have that we moved off of that we weren't even necessarily upset with, because we were happy that we had Gibson perform well to the point where we felt we could get rid of Mecole Hardman. But now this guy's throwing shade at us, so it's like a little frustrating. So let's get into the video. I want to listen to it, and then I'll give you my thoughts on the other side.
What went wrong with the Jets? They trade you. What went wrong there?
Y'all treat certain guys that shouldn't be treated like they should be treated. And I just feel like it's not an established coaching staff there as well. Like, you just got a new coaching staff that came in. It's no standard there. It's like everybody do what they want to do. And defense have a more of a stabilized standard with the coaching staff on that side. So you could tell the defense got a standard, but the offense is just like, all right, we've just figured it out. It's Aaron's show. Let Aaron do what Aaron do, you know what I mean? But then when Aaron go down, it's like, we don't know what to do. But this is that same coach staff that just was out of a job the previous year, then average get a new job. I know for a fact I'm better than him for sure. Like, I ain't trying to, I know I'm better than him. I'm better than him too. Garrett Wilson, the only person y'all should just be like, hey. So I have no problem with y'all putting around Garrett Wilson for sure. I don't care. Like, that's fine. But when you come to certain other things, it's like, come on, like, I don't understand why I'm not in the rotation with that. And y'all never gave me a reason as to why either. This my thing was, y'all can't tell me about winning. I've been to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, you know what I'm saying, now, you feel me? But beforehand, I've been to 4 AFC championships, I've been to 3 Super Bowls, I've won 2 of them. Like, I know what winning looks like.
Right.
I know what winning is. So y'all keep telling me certain things, it's like, I'm not going for that. Like, because y'all not doing it right. Like, we got hammers on the ground, we don't got no discipline, people feel like it's too many individual egos in this locker room or whatever, and I'm telling them, like, that's not going to get y'all to win. It's not going to happen.
All right, so not exactly the great conversation you want to hear about our New York Jets, but I'll be honest, what he's saying doesn't really, like, surprise me at all. It kind of validates everything as a fan that I saw or felt like I saw on the sideline. And, look, Mecole Hardman, what did he do on the Kansas City Chiefs basically since he was traded? His yards per game, he had 6 yards, 13, 10, 12, 0, and then in a lame duck game against the Chargers the last game of the season, or I guess second to last game of the season? No, last game of the season. He had 77 yards, but he had 2 drops. Not to mention he had a fumble that almost cost the Chiefs the ability to get into the Super Bowl in the first place when he fumbled it out the back of the end zone against the Bills. Was it the Bills or the Ravens? Whatever it was. Either way, super frustrating to hear it. I really like Mecole Hardman. Now I don't so much like Mecole Hardman, but I get what he's trying to say. Now he throws shade at Nathaniel Hackett saying, this guy got fired by his job and he's already got another job. That's something Jet fans were saying from the get-go. It was literally, we're getting Hackett only to get Rodgers. You're not hiring Hackett on his merit from what you saw at his time in Denver. So I don't necessarily disagree with him there. I think that's exactly what happened. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Jets had no idea what to do. We're sitting there just, sorry, it was the plan. Aaron was going to run the offense. Hackett's here to go get the coffee. And then, we'll figure it out from there. Validates everything I saw. That's exactly what I thought I was seeing on the sideline or just, up in the fan stands. Now, as far as some of the other players, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than that guy. You saw it clipped out right there. I would assume he's talking about Allen Lazard and Gibson. Now, if you're talking about Xavier Gibson and Lazard, look, given what we saw from both guys, you can argue maybe there's some validity to it, especially with Lazard. Now, obviously, he's not better than Garrett Wilson, but Gibson and Hardman, there was a lot of questions at that particular point in time, like why are the Jets not giving the ball to Hardman as frequently? And look, as a Jet fan, I'm happy to see an undrafted free agent rookie supplant a veteran because it's going to be cheaper for us, 1, and 2, it's a homegrown guy. Like, I do want to see that. Now, not to mention, like, I'm a little irritated at Hardman for coming out with this because the Jets did not have to trade him. They could have sat his ass on the bench like he did for the New York Jets. He wouldn't even return a punt in a game this year because he was all flustered and like butthurt about the New York Jets and his usage. Like, kick rocks, dude. I'm sorry. Like, you're a football player. You're getting paid your money. And like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna use you when we think we need to use you. Now, as far as his criticisms towards the like dynamics on the team, there's too many personalities, too many like me first kind of guys. We did hear that a little bit from, was it Sauce that said it? We just heard this recently, talking about a lot of personalities. Rodgers even alluded to it where it's like, we got to cut out the non-winning bullshit. And look, Hardman only had Aaron Rodgers through training camp, and then Rodgers was gone until I think the Chiefs game when he came back and sat in the box. So it's not like Rodgers was around. So he was literally on the Jets during the most chaotic whirlwind portion of time. And look, there's helmets on the ground. We're not trying to be serious. We're not doing what we need to do. Look, we've been saying that for a while. There's a real big reason. There's a big issue on the offensive side of this football team where there is just no accountability and there is no structure or stability on that side. He says the defense is all right, which is fine. Ulbrich, Saleh, you guys got your stuff figured out, but Saleh, you are the head coach. You have to be able to oversee everything and monitor everything. You can't just let Hackett, have his way with the offense and then not have any sort of oversight over there when he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Obviously, the players are feeling that way. You got Garrett Wilson, you have Sauce Gardner, both calling that sort of stuff out. Breece Hall, being upset that he wasn't getting touches early on in the season. We saw those tweets that he sent out. So, I don't know. I'm not real beat up about it because I do think everything that he's saying is true and it validates what I saw as a fan. But, screw you, Mecole Hardman. It's our team. I can rip on our team. But, the other guy on the other side, I don't want you ripping on our team. So that's my thinking of it. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Mecole Hardman ripped into the Jets, Nathaniel Hackett, the coaching staff, the players, the culture here. Do you think all of it was valid? Do you think some of it was valid? Do you think he was out of line doing this out in the public sphere? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like and subscribe button on these videos. It goes a long way towards growing the channel. And then occasionally I get sponsors like this. So if you want to help support the sponsor of the channel or maybe just get yourself some cool gear or some good discounts, you can click the link in the description down below. Today's sponsor, 𝐿 is going to give you 25% off your order using promo code JetsTalk. Link in the description down below. They've got gummies, THC syrup, THC seltzers. I just discovered these things. They are incredible. As someone who has been trying to cut down a little bit of their alcohol consumption and not, maybe feel as crummy the next day, this has been a godsend for me. Keep me nice and calm, cool, and collected, especially with all the hurdles that our Jets throw our way and all the headaches that we got to deal with as fans. So if you guys want to help support the channel, maybe get yourself a little bit of a discount as well. Support the sponsors of the channel, 𝐀𝐟𝐼R𝐤𝐸. Thank you so much for watching the show.